I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4th spot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
That's good. And that's now 6 points for Freak.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
And that one's good.
Assist goes to Sam Decker.
And so it's Louisville with it. 4-point game. And Sanders kicks to Freak. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Hill with it. Now defended by Sanders. Now here's Decker. Tight defense on him. It's back to Hill. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Kaminsky.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals. Wisconsin trails by 3. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. Greg, I think you were talking about this just a moment ago. We'll be seeing more and more Badgers in the NBA with their recent success. Frank Kaminsky being the most recent NBA product.
And Kaminsky isn't alone. Sam Decker on that squad will be coming in. How about John Lure and Greg Stiesma and Devin Harris are all fellow Wisconsin alums. You look at the list and you see a lot of guys who know how to do the little things for a team. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Now Evans following the 3-point attempt by Freak. He goes up again. Can't get it to go. Good D by Sanders. Cardinals leading by 3. Freak dishes to Mack. Freak passes to Mack. And Sanders kicks to Freak. From past the arc. And the shot is good. Freak's got 11.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
There's a screen. Hill kicks to Hawkins. Pulls up on the elbow. And Evans the basket on the assist by Hawkins. He's got 6. 1:05 left here in the first half of basketball.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Pick up by Hill. And the wide open shot from Evans. Can't hit. And it's Louisville the other way. Here's Freak. Connects from 3-point range. Freak's got 14 points.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Evans. And Sanders pulls it down. Freak with it. This one for three. And it would have counted. And so we wrap up the first half. Louisville out in front, up by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the second half. Just one half of basketball left to determine this year's college basketball championship team. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Freak, he's in at point guard. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the power forward.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
So both teams making some changes here.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Freak in at point guard. Early out there with White. Then it's Russell. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Hawkins. Following the basket by Freak. That evens the score.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Clutch shooting, determination, and plenty of skill, too.
He feeds it to Mack. He kicks to Early. Passes it to White. Louisville passing it around. Here's Freak. No good with the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lot to be a one-and-done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
A different look for Louisville. Harrell, he's checked in for early, and Sanders subbed in for Russell. A minute 42 left to play here in the second half. Hawkins passes to Evans. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Here's Freak. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And the Badgers with possession here. Here's Decker. Dishes it to Evans. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Badgers.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. A lot of their points have come from out there.
The Badgers making a switch here. Wade's checked in, and he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Hawkins. Freak dishes to Sanders. White left side. Pass to Freak. 5 to shoot. Can't get it to go. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Hill kicks to Decker. Outside Hill. There's a screen. The dish to Evans. And so they foul intentionally. And a nice job of nailing the first one of the 1-and-1, so the chance now to make it 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. There's the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Here's Freak. Lets it fly from 18. Off on that one. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you...
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr. B?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?